Howdy doody, guys. This is your host from the Clockwork Guild today. As you can probably tell, it is early morning, and I bring you news of a big old breakthrough that I have stumbled upon. As you can probably tell by looking in the description at the upload date, that this video was uploaded pretty close to where things are going to get busy for this channel. But that's not important. What is important is the fact that I have stumbled upon a few things which is unlikely to occur. If you are a Pokémon fan, this is the video for you. For I have a whopping set of mind-blowing theories. Or rather, a single mind-blowing theory involving Pokémon. With multiple things that you may want to watch out for. So, here are 5 things in Pokemon that are so unlikely to happen that there is literally an almost impossibility of occurring under normal circumstances. The first of said occurrences is obtaining the Azure Flute in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. At the time this video is being uploaded, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is literally only 2 months away. The chances of Nintendo handing out the Azure Flute, the item required to summon Arceus, was in Platinum, Diamond, and Pearl versions, is so unlikely that Nintendo probably wants you to completely forget about that item. After all, Arceus is supposed to be the Pokemon God. But then again, Nintendo could just go right on ahead, take a look at this video, and then proceed to amaze me with such a low impossibility. The second thing that is so unlikely to happen that it is an almost utter impossibility is catching any shiny with a hidden ability and having the rarer of the two genders that is in a Pokemon species where the gender ratio is not evenly 50-50. This is such a rare occurrence that it almost never happens. And I've encountered a couple of instances where this has happened, albeit both times were, sadly enough, involving cheats. So, why is this such a big deal? Why? It's because of the starters. It's because of starter Pokemon and fossil Pokemon, for the most part. Not to mention Vespiquen and Salandit. Rather, its evolved form, Salazzle. Now, obtaining a shiny is one of the rarest things to ever occur under normal circumstances. Same goes for acquiring a hidden ability Pokémon. Not to mention, getting a female starter Pokemon or female fossil Pokemon is a 1 in 8 chance. It's also a 1 in 8 chance to get a female Salandit or Combi on top of it all. Now, getting a female shiny Salandit is impressive enough. But alas, Salandit and Salazzle don't have a hidden ability. Nor, and I don't think that Vespiquen or Combi have hidden abilities either. But then again, I haven't really bothered to check before doing this video. But what is possible is hidden ability shiny female fossils or starters. In the Generation 5 games, which are literally the only time during which you can have this particular occurrence, at the beginning of the game. Literally, just getting a shiny starter Pokemon is a chore in and of itself from Generation 2 and above. Getting a hidden ability shiny is even more of a chore. Because you're looking at Generation 5 and above. Getting a female starter, well, let's just say, you're looking at such a high improbability that, well, best of luck to you if you're trying to attempt it. Next up is a shiny legendary. In general, especially with a hidden ability. Now, this is not as unlikely to occur so much as it is outright outrageous. People trying to get hidden ability shinies is, sadly enough, not too rare an occurrence. However, something to keep in mind is the fact that, while it is possible to get hidden ability legendaries, like the Reggie Trio and the Beast Trio, some legendaries, it is the next thing to impossible to get shinies, such as shiny Lunala and shiny Solgaleo. Talk about an impossibility so out there that it's not even funny. Now, it's pretty much self-explanatory. Number 4 on the list just so happens to be the second of the above two, just throw in the Pokerus. Talk about such a high improbability that it's outrageous, and not to mention completely out there. But of course, if you've already acquired the Pokerus, which is 3 times as hard to acquire as a shiny Pokemon, let's just say that such an occurrence is probably easy enough to orchestrate should you have accomplished one of the shiny hunting sessions that I've given you. Just find a Pokemon with a Chris, or catch it if you really want to spend that much money on Pokeballs. And then, for God's sake, just try and keep your money coming in. As it just so happens, in the 7th generation, that is not so easy to do. However, what is easy to do is just battling Pokemon for the Pokerus. I remember my first official encounter with the Pokerus. It was a Steelix in Soul Silver in the Seaside Cave, if I recall correctly. But as it just so happens, I tell you, the last thing that's so rare it probably won't even occur is probably the worst offender. Getting a shiny event Pokemon. Yep, you heard me. Shiny event Pokemon. Unless it's rigged, unless it's shiny locked to be shiny. Getting a shiny event Pokemon is one of the worst tortures anyone has to go through. But then again, luckily, this up and coming October, we have an event going on at GameStop where I can get Marshadow with the Marshadium Z. So I can stop complaining about not having Marshadow. So people in general will stop complaining about not having Marshadow legit. But then again, that was just those 5 things that are so unlikely to occur that will drive many a Pokemon trainer to frustration. So this is your host from the Clockwork Guild, signing off. Zai Helava.